I'm not a big headed person, so I kind of leave it up to. I kind of I don't kind of see things like that. I kind of like let them grow, and then like you just asked me about it, and I just like responded to it by just seeing it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Didn't see it before because I'm so into whatever I'm into at that time. When you're younger, you don't even pay attention to any of that type of stuff, really.
Now, all right. Do you end up graduating high school?
Yeah, I graduated high school.
And after high school, what happens as you become an adult? Do life take a turn? Is there any twists? Do you become more aware? Any experiences with the criminal justice system or
Yeah, not. I'm gonna say it's really been a big turn if you really want to get technical because you don't pay attention to too much things. You pay attention to a little bit of things as you're growing up because the world is a system and it teaches you system things. So as you go into school, it's a system. You know what I'm saying? You learn to do the system things. You only learn what they want you. They only you only learn what the school wants you to know. You don't really go too much outside of that. You really got to do your own
so
research and information to get outside of.
you say the system and what the school wants you to know? What you mean by that?
I mean, like everything. Every school to me is a system. You know what I'm saying? They want you to learn certain arithmetic. They want you to want to learn certain history. They want you to learn certain mathematics. They want you to learn certain reading. You know what I'm saying? They want you to. It's just a. You know what I'm saying? It's system. It's basically a
And
system.
then once you did your research and you started reading other type of material, how did that have an effect on your mind? And what did you actually learn doing your research?
Doing your research is big because once you start expanding and not just leaving it just what people tell you, then it becomes different. Now a person can't just tell you anything. You know what I'm saying? It's now you looking up you doing the research, you actually putting in the footwork to learn exactly what's going on and what's not right and what ain't right, what system, what ain't system, what school is, what it ain't, you know what I mean? What life is, what it really ain't, you know what I mean?
And now that we talking about systems, uh, what is your take on the government and politics?
Government politics is what I just told you about the school. It's basically another system. It's another system. It's a system for the for you to basically run course and not you're not able to do it. You're stuck
How?
because the system is built for you to fail, basically.
So, how do you feel about like jobs?
Jobs is another form of slavery. If you really, it's another slave. If just think about it, if they didn't tell you that you had to go to school, go get a job after you go to school, you're gonna make this much money, go to college. If they don't tell you that, what do you do? What if they told you don't go to school, you know what I'm saying, get education, you know what I'm saying, get a get a better education, not the system education how they want you to learn, but get real education.
What is real education?
Real education is, to me, it's not uh lied to history,
What What do you mean lie to history?
because most of our history is lies. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the correct history, so if we don't have the correct history, how could we possibly be right at anything? How could you possibly know anything if your history is wrong?
All right, so uh, how do you feel about what's going on in the world today? Do you keep on like Donald Trump, Iran, and Israel, and stuff like that? Or are you aware like the Jeffrey Epstein files?
Yeah, I'm very aware of it all. I kind of keep my head into the news more than anything. But doing my own research, of course, because news ain't nothing but propaganda to me. What they want you to know, so you got to do your own research behind the scenes and see what's really going on. But for me, politics, I kind of stay out of it. Because like like I said, the everything is system. So until we stop following the systems, we just gonna be systemed. We just gonna just keep going around and being systemed. That's it. Until we figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We as people, we should really stop looking into just anything and listening to just anything, and do a little bit of research, do a little bit of history, so you can know what's going on. Because politics and 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 all news to me basically is is what they give you. So you really want to just do your research. You know what I mean?
And growing older, and dealing with your with family, and uh, how do you look at family now? Do you look at family the same, or
Your family, like I said, it's a love hate. Like I said in the beginning, I think family is a love hate, because you don't until it's weird, because not everybody goes through the same thing. Not everybody is the same, has the same feeling. Some people, you get they get you get more sheltered people. You know what I'm saying? They don't really get to get a blemish on them. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's different. It's different because not everybody is the same.
so? All right, you say not everybody is the same, right? So, what is the differences between each individual in the family, and uh, like the role? Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna say this: everybody is a skeleton in the heart. So everybody is a person. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But everybody's, let's say, agendas is different.
yeah.
And until you until you really like, because it takes it, like growing up, being young, it takes a while for you to really be aware of what's going on. And you don't, some people, you get lucky, you know what I'm saying, you get aware of what's going on, you know what I'm saying, depending on who's there telling you what's what, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So depending on, if you got, let's say, a good you didn't even say mom or pop, just somebody that you know what I'm saying, you would think that you would listen to, and that's giving you good information, not giving you lies, not giving you this, not giving you that. You know what I'm saying? Giving you good information could help you.
and what is your intake on mental health?
Mental health is big, man. Mental health is one of the biggest, because you could get it early, you could get it late. Mental health is one of the scariest things, man, because without without mental stability, and a mind that can run correctly, it's really hard to get by. It's really hard to get. It's really hard not to see things. It's really hard not to understand things
You're saying if
without good mental.
you saying if your mind ain't clear, it's basically gonna be chaos.
Yeah, super chaos.
Medication, should people take medication or no?
No medication. No
Why so?
medication. Medication, to me, medication is another thing that's giving you another thing to get you. You're fixing something to make something else go wrong.
So how should a person deal with their mental health to get well, in your opinion?
In my opinion,
Not right or wrong, in your opinion.
in my opinion, mental health really, you really have to take it from, some people have it from the beginning, from when you're young, from trauma, from just different things that happen in their life. You know what I'm saying? Mental. If you not, some people break easy. Some people is easily broke. Some people is mentally. Some people you got this mentally strong. But I seen through my travels and through my life with my, just looking at my sisters, my brothers, my cousins, I see where some some of us are stronger than others. Some of us mentals are stronger than the others.
And why do you think that's so? Because if everybody come from the same household and taught the same morals and principles, or shown the same morals and principles, why do you think one would be stronger than another mentally, or in whatever way possible? Is it life circumstances? Is it what people go through? Or
I'ma say, cause you could go through some things and and it could shatter you. You could go through some things and it just depends on the person, because at the end of the day, you have people who are strong. You think some people are strong. You, just because they look how they look and they do what they do. A lot of people is not mentally strong. It's just a facade. I thought I was a lot more slower than I'm really than a lot of my other siblings. Then to come to find out, I'm right on top with the CPA and whoever else is up there. If they want to, you know what I'm saying?
Why do you say that?
Because I'm gonna say that because
Let me ask you a question. So if you're not around, do things fall apart?
I would say it would be a lot worse off, because it's, you don't need, it's common sense. Certain stuff is common sense, man, and some people don't even have that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Common sense goes far too. Common sense is big. If you ask me, you know, school is big, college, all that shit is big. Don't get me wrong, that stuff is big, but having common sense goes a long way. You can have the greatest degree in the world and still don't have no common sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like what's going on right now in the world. How much how much common sense is that? These people got degrees. These people got a lot of money, but how much common sense are they using?
And what are you referring to? Like,
I mean,
can we get a specific?
I give it down to the Pacifics, like the war right now. How we, you know what I'm saying? Why we even in it?
Yeah.
Why are we even in the war? You know what I'm saying? If you just using common sense, you and with common sense you can have it, but then you got a whole bunch of whatever on the other side. You got a whole bunch of let's say influences on the other on different sides. And so
can you name a few?
I would say, you know, you got Israel, which is one. You got, I mean, Israel to me
is the biggest problem.
I mean, those are the ones that's running everything, man. If from what I see, I mean, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I got a little bit of common sense, and common sense say that those people are running everything.
Yeah.
From what I'm looking at, I mean, it's not too much more to say about that. Is they run it. They run